up? This is your girl, Lady Dee Dee Wilson. I'm telling you, I'm coming at you one more time. Today, in the office today. Man, look, he looks shy. He looks quiet, but he's not. This is my good friend, David Fleming. How you doing, David? Good to see you. Nice strong handshake. Yes. When Bobby come back, I want to zoom in on that pic, man. You took it out your hand, but you're going to put it back in. Yeah, recognize the pic. Yeah, recognize that pic, man. I ain't seen that pic. I am 51 years old, and I remember that pic when I was a little girl. That pic is a symbol of what? Black power, huh?
Yes, ma'am.
Black power. That's what's up. Can you get a close up of the pic, bro? Can you try to lift it?
You got a head up there. Yeah,
that's what's up.
No, bow down one more time. All right, there we go.
That's what's going on. Wow, David, it's so awesome. I remember when we first met, you was rapping. I remember you was rapping outside of the Union Rescue Mission. And every time when I walked past, I said, okay, I gotta give him a card, And finally it happened. And look what the universe brought you back.
Yes, ma'am.
You know, brought you back safe and sound. You always been like, wow, you was admiring what we do here, me and Bobby in the office. You was like, well, man, let me see if I can add on what I do to what you do, let's make it happen. But lo and behold, the universe took control, and here you are right now. Welcome. Wow, you tell me off camera that you lived in Skid Row for basically, what, 2 years?
I lived in Skid Row for 2 years. I actually left Florida because it was pretty bad out there, you know, and I had got shot years ago, and out there in Florida, they didn't want to address me getting shot and the after effects of me getting shot. Mm-hmm. So it was hard for me to keep jobs. It was hard for me to basically live a normal life, you know. And they say that why would a person get on Social Security? It's because, you know, when you have a mental problem and you cannot, and you know that it messes with you. The only thing that keeps me calm is me doing music.
Right. And
that's why I'm moving on so good about it. But in reality, I do have a mental problem, and I had to come to Cali in order for me to get on Social Security. That's the true reason why I got here. Mm-hmm. And I was already doing music, so I used that to try to help myself to cope with some of the things that I went through. That's the reason why I feel like I went through a lot of things, you know, and there's a lot of young men that probably need to know some of the things that go on, and on my way, this is where I came.
Right. You know, it's so admirable of you to be a spokesperson and unveil yourself. You know, especially when it comes to when you say you've been shot, and yes, I have a mental condition. You know, and this is what helps me maintain it, so it can't regress. You know, and there's a lot of tools. You know, and that's going to basically pour you into. I want to ask you, how do you foresee that within the community of Skid Row? Because a lot of stigma. See, the main purpose of this office is to break the stigmas. And the only way it could be broken is from people that lived here and is a part of and who lives in the community of Skid Row. So how do you feel mental health issues? And how do you see it being foreseen by others?
Now, you have people that I call the system sometimes. To me, as I've been here, it's like they let out certain people that have major mental problems just for them to be a martyr of how the way these certain people are.
Right.
It's like they let them out at the right time, so when a person's walking down the road and they ain't all happy, they put out this other person of this color or of that color, and they be like, oh wow, he's crazy. That's what you're gonna see. Right. It's like, that's what it feel like to me, but it's really not that. I really think that it's people that's being misdiagnosed. Like, I know it may seem like, how am I able to talk to you like this? Because I took my pills. I take Seroquel, Wellbutrin, and Metoprolol because I have heart problems sometimes. Mm-hmm. And I know it may seem like I don't, but I do have, I'm also a diabetic, you know, because it's in my genes. Mm-hmm. And just like I was saying earlier, this stuff is just genetically a misfire. Mm-hmm. Somewhere it's either or something that happened to them or them being DNA of a person that has something wrong with them.
Right.
But mostly, as I've been seeing, this stuff, you know what I'm saying, that happened to them. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, and decisions that they make, you know what I'm saying, and genetically. You know what I'm saying? And it's been going on for years. So yeah, it's a lot of people out here that have mental problems and they not being addressed right, and then they getting shot down because the police don't know that they have a mental problem. Boom, they get shot. immediately because they
Right.
don't know they waving their hand,
Right.
but they unarmed. You know, all type of weird stuff happens.
Right.
You know, but I mean, and it's crazy to me just to see this, and you can literally see these people have some type of addiction or have some type of problem, and people still look at them like
we're like stuck on the ground to be stepped on or walked on, you know.
Yeah.
And it's very, very sad and it's very unfortunate because you would never know what a person went through unless they tell you. You know, I would never think that you had, you know, these things going on inside of you, and until you told me. And being that, you know, this is Skid Row, and a lot of that is in the community of Skid Row, and a lot of it's harmless. You know, a lot of it's harmless compared to the ones that are major. And that's the ones that basically needs to be addressed. Also, rather, I'm not saying one before the other. Let me try to see if I can get this to the point. Is like, this is the most dumping. They dump a lot of people down here.
Of course, it's a factory. Everybody knows that this place is a factory. It creates death and misery to create money. And they've been doing it ever since the Mesopotamian days. This stuff has not just happened all of a sudden. This is something that's been going on since the beginning of time. And it's just divide and conquer. It's just easy.
So basically, when we speak about mental health issues and, you know, being yourself, you know, dealing with it and things that you use to cope, you say music and everything else, you know, in lieu of all of that, okay, how would you if I was a person that had, okay, I got a check for $60 million, and I'm asking you what could be done with, how can I help Skid Row? What would you say to me?
Me personally, the first thing you got to do, to be honest with you, is just make sure everybody that's around you is fully aware, you know what I'm saying, and make sure that they have tools for them to survive in this world. Like, if I have all this money and I know it's certain things that they need to help them, and I know it's certain things that they don't need that can help them, that they're going to get, you know what I'm saying, you have to really watch yourself. Because I was watching this thing on TV one time. This guy was asking his professor, he had got some incredible knowledge, and he told to his professor, hey man, I want to save the world. 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 And his professor basically said, how can you save the world when their minds are dead? You have to be around those that really, if you're looking at it, because a lot of people are damaged to the point where, you know what I'm saying, they are destroyed. You know what I'm saying? The only way you can build them back is making sure that their seeds are not destroyed, or their lineage is not destroyed. This is not just a single thing to handle. This goes on for generations and generations. This is something they're going to have to fix. It's going to last on from this generation to the next, to the next, to the next. So they're going to keep on continuing the same old path. Another person that lost their mind, or another person that lost their house, their children or something, and it's going to continue. I mean, that's what I feel.
So what do you think is the big, like you say, this is like a big factory? Right?
I know, and then you got a lot of people out here, like I said, that's like, they lost. They have no love. I mean, if they did have love, they disability push people away. Because I remember when I used to have a girlfriend.
Stop. You know, this is Lady Dee Dee Wilson. This is always live. So we're just going to take a moment, short break, and recess, and we'll be right back.